Okay, now we come up here and grab myself a homeward ball and a life gem. Run down here. Keep going. Enter the mist. Oh, also, another important thing is you do need to open that if you want help from patches on the first boss of the game. Well, oh shit. Almost died. That'd killed me. But yeah, if you want help with patches on one of the first bosses of the game. Possibly one of the first. It depends on what order you go. Beyond that, it's also important if you want his items from his quest. His quest is very funny. But you'll see that as we go along. Rest here. Sorry about that. And that's the bad part. I didn't even technically stop the recording. But all that seems to do is stop the video. It doesn't actually stop the whatchamacallit, the audio. But now I've rested. Oh, well, I can wait. Time to go fight the first boss. And the first boss for me will always be. I always fight the same boss the first time. You don't really need to. I mean, it's not mandated that you do it that way, but I just do. I like it more that way. I feel like the other bosses really require a little bit more preparation for than I'm willing to put in the very beginning of the game. This boss, not difficult at all. And sneaky as Stalkman. You can't open that door yet. You need something from, truthfully, halfway across the game. Human effigy. What's that? I've now restored my humanity. And that replaces the humanity system that was in Dark Souls 1, which, personally, I may have liked more. Fire a long sword, so we'll use fire a long sword, and then we'll use... Oops. Actually, I was supposed to have changed shields, but I forgot. There's another shield I could have got, but I forgot about it, so screw it. Gonna summon that mild-mannered pate. He also has to survive this boss fight if you want his equipment and things. So there is that. Oh wait. Nope, can't use it. I thought so. That's just because they're imbued with things already. So we're just gonna get to it. The first boss fight of the game. And he's a biggins. How is he alive? The world may never know. Everybody's done dropped their sword into him. It looks like a Knights in the Round Table. That actually kind of reminds me of the Transformers thing. Optimus hit a sword and hit the bodies of different knights and their swords. That was an awesome looking scene, I have to say. But we now shall fight the last giant. Not very difficult at all to kill, actually. Just don't get started. And I got hit by the AoE in his foot, so sadly my stamina took a hit. And that's really what you're just gonna have to do. Stay on your toes. Don't get hit by that. He's basically worthless in this fight except for a distraction because his spear never actually hits his target. That spear never hits. Truth be told, he's more of a liability to me. Oh, I forgot about that move. He like legit falls. Of course, poison for a weakness. Now he rips his own broken arm. I really do think he's like, kind of overkill. Let's get away from that. Mild mannered Peyton. Oh man. Pate. Don't you die, Pate. Good night. Pate survives, so now I'm gonna get his equipment so I can give it away really. Because I don't even like his armor. Soldier's Key. I just try and do it just because it's kind of like a added little difficulty tweak, keeping him alive. If he does die, he dies. I don't care, but it's a little tweak to me. We get 10,000 souls for that boss, plus his soul. As for his actual soul, I will be consuming that because there's no reason for me to even use that soul. And basically, the area that I've been in, useless now. Come on, Melinda, you need to move. Talk. I didn't talk to her too much, but now it's time for you to move. Because I don't really have a big reason to come this way ever.
Keep all me things right with me. You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own.
I skipped kind of like some dialogue about the giants, but basically it was like the giants were big monsters who were across the sea, and they came over here to attack because the king provoked them because he took something.
They say these trees grew from the remains of the giants. From each carcass sprouted new life growing into what you see now. But you know what they also say? Don't believe what an old hag says. It's high time of a bargain.
And now she's moving. Okay, so now I can go up here and get all the last little trinkets and things. I will be back to this area. It's something really cool in this area that I will be coming to. But first, I dropped my mic. It's just annoying because I'm not liking how the mic looks right now. Come on. What is this? This is the small round leather shield and repair powder. Repair powder is very useful because basically what it'll do is it'll repair your sword. So if it's about to break, because once it's broken, you have to have it taken all the way back to a blacksmith. But the repair powder, of course, lets you repair a little bit, so it doesn't break. You get an Estus Flask shard, any small white soapstone, which is helpful for getting specific items to trade with the crows, which I will have to eventually unlock. But come up here to get a divine blessing, heals your health entirely and cures all ailments. Now, as you see, once I rest here, Malincha gone. Oh no, where'd she go? Well, she's high time to pack it up to Majula. She's joining all our friends at Majula. Now, the NPCs in Majula are useful, as you know, it's basically your hub. You know, Demon Souls had the Nexus, Dark Souls had Firelink Shrine, and this game has Majula. I like Majula. It is very, it's kind of homey. It's like jolly old outcasts and misfits that the world doesn't like. That's where you go. Now, it's time to consume all of these souls. I have no need for any of them. Soul of a lost undead. Soul of a lost undead who has long ago turned hollow. Used to acquire soul. This soul is the source. The soul is the source of all life, and even in undeath or hollowing, the mind seek souls. Which is funny because this game kind of says it more like you have more than one soul. You have a number of souls. And okay. So, soul of a nameless soldier. Okay. I thought they were going to have a little bit more dialogue than that. Okay. But before we consume the soul of the last giant, let's read this. The soul of the surviving giant who is bound below the forest of the giants. Many seasons have come and gone, and the giant prepared for his final rest, but his soul remained magnificent testimony to his former strength. Use the soul of the last giant to acquire numerous souls or create something of great worth. Well, because I don't like what the weapon they're going to give you, and that's what something of great worth is. It's basically a giant axe. Ichigo is going to be using a katana. Now, to get Ichigo's armor set, there will be boss weapons that I'll make because I have no choice but to make them. Excuse me. But that's not right now. Come here to
Is that a
the Emerald Hero. This is how you level up, opposed to Dark Souls, where you could just level up at any bonfire. Well, no, now you gotta level up with her, just like you did in Demon Souls. You had to go back to the Maiden in Black. Level up. Ichigo, we're gonna focus on his first. Get his dex up to 15, and then get his health up to 10, and get his adaptability up as far as I can get it. Too much. Gonna get that up to 10, and we're gonna get his endurance up. I wanted to get his health up. I wanted to get his adaptability up because he's gonna be using very light armor that is not very effective in defending. And the adaptability will get you a lot of invincibility frames as you roll. So, and it's very helpful. You drink the Estus Flask faster. And all in all, there's a couple benefits of it. Pretty useful benefits as well. Cheap buy. Now, if you spend a good deal of money on her, no, I need arrows. But if you spend some money on her, she will give you a ring, and you can use that ring to get more souls and things. Let it grass, blah 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 blah. He's just gonna explain that he's a blacksmith. So we're gonna buy 64 normal arrows, primarily because there's no need to get the iron arrows right now. They will be useful. They'll be very useful later on, but for right now, I'm not gonna mess with that too much. And I guess the last thing of this video, I'll be showing you a very new area. It's kind of like a throwback to me. If you ever played Dark Souls 1, It is very, very, very reminiscent of a very good city, the city of the gods. The resting place and home of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder, Guinevere, Ornstein, and Smoke, which one of my personal favorite bosses. Ornstein looked like a boss. Like, his armor was awesome. I wish it was in this game. I really do wish it was in this game. But hey. Oh, and that's another thing, because in Dark Souls 1, I really wanted his set, but I could not beat Ornstein and Smoke. So I ended up calling back up a hit. So Lair's help, I had myself and another player. I guess they decided that, okay, well, I've beaten it. Super Ornstein is harder, so we're going to be Super Smoke instead. So I couldn't get Ornstein's armor, and I didn't want Smoke's. So, but the Magnificent Annotation is very reminiscent to this. It's kind of like an English church to me, but Italian church, but it's just very reminiscent of Annotation. And now we get to fight similar to Annotation's, centuries, old knights. If they ever drop a piece of their gear, you're not. I'm just not. But they're very easy to avoid if you just walk behind them. They drop something. Crap blew out. Worthless to me, because I won't even be using this. Absolutely worthless. He is difficult. You do not want to get hit by him. Gotta be very careful. And right now, luckily he's hitting kind of slow. You can eventually get his weapon. But that's... Now usually he gets a lot harder than this. See what I mean? Almost died. Now, he is a little bit more difficult. The ones who use two-handed weapons are a little bit more difficult than the guy with the shield. Even though you're still relatively able to just walk behind him. He drops and he doesn't respawn, but Sublime Bone does, which when I go back to Majula after getting the bonfire for this area. But it would allow you to okay, in Dark Souls 1 what you needed was Firekeeper souls to increase the power of your Estus flask. Not the number, but the power. You needed the right kindling and humanity to increase the number of Estus flasks in Dark Souls 1. But you need Firekeeper souls to increase its power. When there are no Firekeeper souls in this game to collect, I'm pretty sure those red women in red in the beginning of the game, I'm pretty sure they call them the last Firekeepers. So I can explain that later on, but this is about to be the end of the video. But the Sublime Bone Dust, if you go back to the fire at Majula and burn it, will basically increase the amount of charred ashen bones cast them into the fire to increase HP restored with each use of your flask. They say these are the remains of a saint who cast himself into the bonfire, but we never know for sure. For soot and ash can tell no tale. Okay, but quickly I'll say this. That's arguable, because the good ending at Dark Souls 1, spoiler alert, you sacrifice yourself by throwing yourself into the fire. And that's why I say, okay, saint. But in this game, spoiler alert, they're going to say a vainglorious liar did it. And, spoiler alert even more, a lot of people argue that Gwyn was the vainglorious liar. I don't know why that dropped. I just noticed that, but yeah, they say that Gwyn, Lord Gwyn, spoiler alert, final boss of the game, was a vainglorious liar. So, I mean, I guess, and there was a lot of lore explanations I don't remember right now, but it was kind of concrete. But yep, we're gonna call it here. Hopefully you enjoyed. Next time we'll be clearing out the high area in there. Actually, might as well warp to it from my remembrance. But we'll clear out the high Tower Flame area. Hides ruin. And then we'll kill that last giant guy. Yeah, we'll kill him. Might as well. You know, I've never actually seen this before. Hollow Drain Lake Sorcerers. Got a list of sorceries and hexes. So let's see. The disinfixed top is a simple charm. Okay. Never actually even seen that staff, which is weird. I mean, like, usually, at least for me, I'll see the staff. Oh, that's another thing. I haven't upgraded my weapon at all. And another thing while I was upgrading endurance is Ichigo needs some strength, like faith, well, not faith, but the ability to move, because you don't hit hard, so you gotta hit a lot, and he has to be able to dodge, so he has to have a lot of endurance and stamina to move. But hopefully you have enjoyed. Actually, I'm not sure if I like it. So I'm gonna play without the helmet. But hopefully you enjoy. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff.